Boy, oh boy, I tried to talk to him. We tried to talk to him. What a win for your Denver Nuggets. Number one seed. Honestly, got a little bit of a chokehold on the Western Conference right now. Your Denver Nuggets beat the Golden State Warriors 134 to 117. No Aaron Gordon for the Denver Nuggets. No Klay Thompson. No Draymond Green for the Golden State Warriors. Let's get all that out the way. Players were not on the court. But who was there? Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, and they had most of their squad with Jordan Poole and Kevon Looney. The Denver Nuggets showed up with Jamal Murray, KCP, Jokic, Michael Porter Jr., and they went back and forth. Back and forth. The Golden State Warriors, credit to them, just got off of a back-to-back. They had just lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves last night, and they come out today. They come out today in the first half, hit 12 of their 18 three-pointers. 12 of their 18 three-pointers. So automatically the Denver Nuggets, they started off the game in a little bit of a hole, but their offense was clicking on all cylinders. It was exceptional. The Denver Nuggets were able to win the first half despite the Warriors hitting 12 three-pointers. They won 70-69 off of a late second quarter run by the Denver Nuggets. That was excellent. And right now, y'all, they were doing it. They were getting it done. They were absolutely getting it done. Y'all, this is your post-game recap, man. We are going to talk about the ins and outs of the games, what happened, who did what, who showed up, y'all. And we got some special shout-outs today. Y'all, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, show the channel some love. You know what time it is. We are on the way to 10,000 subscribers. We are going. Y'all, this was such an incredible game. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty. The MVP, the MVP of the NBA, Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic tonight. The MVP of the NBA. What a performance. I'm not going to hold y'all. Jokic is on a little bit of a heater lately. He's on a little bit of a heater. Jokic has been showing up. Jokic has been showing out. Jokic has been making plays. Jokic looks really good. Now, really outside of the second half of the Philadelphia 76ers game and the very start of the Pelicans game, Jokic has been on a tear. How good was he tonight, you asked? Go ahead and take a look at this. Take a look at Jokic tonight. Jokic had 22 points, 16 assists, 14 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal, 9 of 13 from 2, did not take a three-pointer tonight, 4 of 5 from 3, 80%, with a 72.4% true shooting, a plus 26. Oh, by the way, the Denver Nuggets are now 35-15 this season. Oh, by the way, the Denver Nuggets are 33-12 when Nikola Jokic plays this season. You heard that right. The Denver Nuggets are 33-12 when he plays this season. Y'all, the Nuggets are really doing something special right now. The Nuggets are doing something special right now. The way that Jokic is playing, the way he's able to make things happen, the way he's able to facilitate, the way he's able to score at a high level, anything and everything you could ask for a back-to-back MVP, that's what Jokic is doing. Anything that you could ask for a player up for his third straight MVP, he's getting it done. Jokic was absolutely exceptional. I mean, truly, it was incredible. Jokic tonight was making dimes. Jokic was hitting shots. I've said this before on many different occasions, but Kevon Looney is virtually unplayable in a playoff series versus Jokic because we saw this happen this last year. But that's because the Warriors are very smart. They're going to put Draymond Green at the 5, at the end of the second, at the end of the fourth, because that means you can put Jokic in as many actions as possible. And there's a lot of different things to take away from this game, namely that Christian Brown, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Bruce Brown, Zeke Naji, and Aaron Gordon are going to play huge roles in a playoff series versus the Golden State Warriors. Because right now, the Nuggets are the best offensive team in basketball. Right now, they're the best offensive team ever. But the real question comes down to when the Nuggets need to versus this Golden State team, will they be able to get stops when it counts? Will they be able to get stops when it counts? Because that's going to be the storyline. That's going to be the question that they're going to have to answer. Because right now, again, you look at these numbers, Jokic getting 22, 16, and 14. And then the first game they played, Jokic had 26, 10, and 8, I believe. 26, 10, and 8. So the good news is the scoring is going to be there. The great shot making is going to be there because we got to talk about another player tonight too, a few players tonight. All that stuff is going to be there, but the real question becomes, can the Denver Nuggets get quality stops when they need to? And tonight, again, without Clay, without Dre, they were able to do that. Again, Aaron Gordon is the best defender, I think, best wing defender at the very least, was not out there tonight. So the Warriors scored 117 points. But again, you know, they made 12 threes in the first half, 69 points in the first half for the Warriors. So relative to what was happening in the game, they played fairly good defense. The Nuggets did. So great game from Jokic, great performance from Jokic, everything that you could ask for. But I'm not going to lie to y'all, the man of the hour is Jamal Murray. I don't know if you've been watching. I don't know if you've been paying attention. I don't know if you've been paying attention to how good Jamal Murray's been lately, but tonight, and per report, this is, and then I forgot this because I thought Houston was in there. This is the first time all season Jamal Murray has had back-to-back 30-point games. Back-to-back 30-point games for Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray tonight had 33 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, 9 of 12 from the 2-point line, within the 2 3-point line, and then 3 of 11 from 3. But the funny thing is, that's actually been reversed for Jamal. Jamal didn't shoot well from 2 last game. Shot very good from 3. Tonight, Jamal shot bad from 3, but taking 11 attempts, and I love this Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray taking a high volume amount of 3-pointers is great for the Denver Nuggets. He took 12 last game. He took 11 today. 23 3-pointers. And Jamal Murray has made 10 of them in the last 2 games. Shot chuck. I'm glad. Do it. Because that's exactly what the Nuggets need to pull the defense out of the paint. Jamal Murray shot the ball 23 times tonight. And I know some people struggle with this. They say, well, Jamal's not the best player on the roster. So why is Jamal shooting the ball more than Jokic? But you have to understand, within the flow of the offense, Jamal is your tough shot maker and your tough shot getter. He is the person that ignites your offense and ignites your team. I don't mind him shooting the ball more in this context because you got to understand, in the playoffs, Jokic is going to bring his volume up to about 18 to 19 shots a game, maybe 20. It depends on the matchup. That's going to get into that Embiid, Luka, Giannis level territory of shooting the ball. But Jamal is going to be right around there, and Porter is going to be around 12 or 13. So there are a couple players on this team, their volume is going to go up. It depends on the game for Porter. Porter is going to shoot sometimes 15, sometimes 16. But again, some nights he's going to shoot only 10. But that's just going to be within the flow of the offense. Again, Jamal, 33, 5, and 8, 12 of 23 from the field altogether, 3 of 11 from 3, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Not great. He's been shooting really well from free throw. He was a plus 14 tonight. Y'all, and this is when he went up against Steph Curry. Steph Curry played 33 minutes. Jamal Murray played 33 minutes. Steph Curry had 28, 5, and 5 on 10 of 17, and 5 of 10 and 3 of 3. He was a minus 16. Jamal Murray had 33, 5, and 8 on 12 of 23, 3 of 11, 6 of 8. He was plus 14. A 30-point difference between the two players, basically. Now, the thing about Jamal that I really love for a Golden State matchup is Jamal's going to make Steph work in a series versus the Nuggets in a way that no one's ever in the last 2 years been able to make any guard for the other team work. Because you've been working with Facundo Campazzo and Austin Rivers, Monte Morris, Will Barton. It's not good enough. But having Jamal in the scenario, that changes the dynamic of the game altogether because Jamal was getting into the paint, tough buckets, tough finishes, step back three-pointers, everything, mid-range, everything. Lord willing, everybody stays healthy. They might be onto something, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna lean in for this one. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I think the Denver Nuggets are in position to be the best team in the West. Before the season, I told y'all that I have the Denver Nuggets coming out of the West. But I think, I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm having mic issues, by the way. I hope the mic is okay. Let me see. Mic should be good. Hopefully it stayed good. I apologize for having mic issues. But what I will say is that I think the Denver Nuggets are one more defensive player away from being the clear-cut best team in basketball. Now, we're going to get to that in a minute because yesterday I did promise y'all that I was going to talk about Bones in the trade scenario. So what I decided to do is to do that at the end of this video. So we're going to do the recap. We're going to talk about the game, talk about the players in the game, and then at the end of this, we're going to talk about Bones, who did not play tonight, the DNPs, and potential trade opportunities for him. So that way you can have this at the end of this episode. So we're going to get to some of that. But again, I want to give flowers to Jamal. I want to give flowers to Jamal for how well he's played. Because right now, Jamal Murray is doing things that you want your secondary player, your best on-ball creator, your best ball handler. You want those things out of this archetype of player. And Jamal Murray is showing that when he gets in the right situation, when he gets healthy, he is an all-star level player who has all-star level game, who in the playoffs can play at an all-NBA level because he's done that. He went head-to-head versus Dame Lillard at 21 years old. Went head-to-head versus Kawhi Leonard and Donovan Mitchell and LeBron James at 22 years old. And he hasn't been back to the playoffs since. This is an age 25 season. Jamal will be 26 this month. Jokic will be 28 this month. We are in the thick of their young prime. Dominance. Right now, you can make an argument that Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic are one of the three best two-man games in the NBA. Easily. But that's just because of the chemistry. Player for player, Jamal is not Anthony Davis. Player for player, Jamal Murray is not even, you can say he's not as good as Paul George in the regular season. Player for player, you can say he's not as good as Jaylen Brown in the regular season. But with Jokic in this offense, Jamal Murray is spectacular. And Jamal Murray has even made it work with Zeke Naji today. And when Jamal Murray is playing at the level that he's been playing, then the conversation shifts dramatically. So if I even just pull up what Jamal Murray has been able to do for the last few games. See, Jamal Murray last. Let me see. How many games did Jamal Murray play since the start of January? Let me see here. All right, let me just go ahead and share this with y'all. Jamal Murray last 15 games, basically since the start of January. He's averaging 23 points a game, 6 assists a game, 4.5 rebounds a game. He's shooting 48% from the field, 43% from three, and 89% from the line. That's what you want to see. Jamal Murray last 10 games, 24.2, 7.2 assists, 5 rebounds. 47.5% from the field, 40% from three, 91% from the line. 91% from the line, y'all. Again, Jamal is just, we've talked about this so many times, y'all. And again, look at the numbers. Jamal's getting better and better and better. And by the way, this is actually Jamal Murray's best playmaking season of his career. Jamal Murray Last 5 games, averaging 27.6 points, 7.2 assists, and 4 rebounds a game. 49% from the field, 36% from 3, and 83.3% from the line. You can see it. Jamal Murray is getting better and better with every single game. The last 30 games, 21.5, 6.3, 4.3, 47, 40, 84.5. What are y'all seeing here? What are y'all seeing here? We're seeing him continue to pick up the pace. Last 35 games, 21, 6.2, 4.4, 46% from the field, 39 from 3, 85 from the line. So again, I wanted to show a picture that Jamal Murray in iteration is just continuing to get better and better and better and better. So now you're getting a 24, 7, and 5 player who's shooting really well and playing extremely well. So Jamal Murray is able to do this and able to continue to lean into being this level of player, which is a Jamal Murray level of player. And then he can get into the playoffs feeling confident in his game, bouncy, healthy. Then again, the conversation shifts about the different Nuggets. Now, y'all know I listen to the away broadcast. You know that I listen to the away broadcast. So when we're in a situation where, as the away team was saying, where Jamal Murray's fully healthy, that moves the Denver Nuggets from being a great team, a very good regular season team, to this is like best team in the NBA when Jamal Murray's playing well. Because Jokic needs a secondary player, and then he also needs defenders and shot makers, which Michael Porter Jr., shot maker. Aaron Gordon, defender. Bruce Brown, defender. KCP, defender. Christian Brown, defender. Zeke Naji, defender. Shot makers, you got a few. Jamal, Jokic, and then again, Bruce Brown can hit some shots. They have plenty of options offensively. KCP is a shot maker too. They got plenty of shot makers, but again, you need functional players who are smart that work within a system. And that's exactly what the Nuggets are. That's what they excel at. That's one of the reasons why they've been so good. So I love what I'm seeing from Jamal Murray lately. He's been so great. Also tonight, Vlatko Cancar got the start. Vlatko Cancar, everybody's favorite Slovenian, got the start tonight. How many points and rebounds and assists did Vlatko have? He had 17, 3, and 3 on 2 steals. He was 7 of 10 from the field. And he shot 3 of 4 from 3, y'all. 75% from 3. 75% from 3. And he was a plus 23 tonight. Way to step in for Aaron Gordon, who was out with an ankle injury today, who's getting some rest because he deserves it. Vlatko Cancar. What's up, Vlatko? 17, 3, and 3, 70% from the field, 3 of 4 from 3. Hey, man, you helped win the game tonight. Shout out to Vlatko Cancar. That's a freaking great game from Vlatko Cancar tonight. And he played good defense, too. KCP tonight also had another really good game. KCP had 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 8 of 14 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. But again, KCP, he's second in the NBA. Second in the NBA in plus minus, I believe. Let me see. NBA plus minus leaders this season. By the way, I love StatMuse. StatMuse is one of my favorite things in the world. NBA plus minus leaders. Look who's here. Look who's here. Look at the NBA plus minus leaders. Again, this is a testament to how well Calvin Booth has built this roster for them to be in this position. And Aaron Gordon didn't even play tonight, by the way. Didn't even play tonight. Your plus-minus leaders in the NBA are Nikola Jokic at plus 427, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope at plus 414, and Aaron Gordon at plus 371. But look at Jokic has played 45 games. He's 5 less games than KCP, and he still has a better plus-minus, which is nuts. But Michael Porter Jr. has only played 35 games, a plus 274, or plus 254, rather. Jamal Murray played 44 games this year, and he's been staggering with the bench. He's a plus 219. Y'all, like, the Nuggets are just filthy this season. They're absolutely filthy. And KCP is shooting 46% from three. Gordon's shooting 38.8% from three. Jokic is shooting 38.8% from three. Porter's shooting 42% from three. And then Jamal Murray is shooting 38.7% from three. They don't have a weak shooter in the starting lineup, y'all. You know how insane that is? They don't have a weak shooter and scorer in their starting lineup. So all this is very important for the context of how the Nuggets are going to get the job done as the season closes, as they get closer to the playoff, and as they get into situations and the finals, hopefully. You got to be able to put tough stops together. Now, again, I think they're one defender away from being the clear-cut best team in the NBA. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But the Denver Nuggets are about their business this year, and they're playing so exceptionally well. Let's see. Michael Porter Jr. had 17, 1 and 1 tonight, 6 of 12 from the field, 5 of 9 from three. Didn't even feel like that. 5 of 9 from three. He was a plus 22 tonight, man. 1 steal. Michael Porter Jr. has been excellent, man. He's dealing with hardship and adversity right now. I reached out to a member of his family just to let him know the Nuggets community is praying for them. They're dealing with a tremendous amount of adversity right now, and he's still able to step into this situation and play as well as he has. 17, 1 and 1, 5 and 9 from three, plus 22. Bruce Brown, 17, 4 and 2, 6 of 9, 3 of 3 from three, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, plus 11 from him. Christian Brown, 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from three. And even tonight, Christian Brown was excellent defensively tonight. Got a great steal. Great steal. Zeke Naji, 5 points and 3 rebounds, 1 of 2. He was a -4, but he played really well. Jeff Green had nothing, -11. Ish Smith, Peyton Watson, Davon Reed, they all played in just basically garbage time. The Nuggets shot 57% from the field and 46% from three and 76% from the line on 21 attempts, 35 attempts from three, and 57% from the field on 90 attempts from the field. The Warriors shot 51% from the field and 85 attempts, 50% from three on 38 attempts. But like I said, they were 12 of 18 in the first half. So that means they were 7 of 20 in the second half. So it regressed. But 35% is still relatively good. It's league average. And they shot 63% from the free throw on 12 of 19. The Nuggets only had 11 turnovers to the Warriors 17. Nuggets had 35 assists to the Warriors 25. The Nuggets lost the rebounding battle 38 and 7 offensive rebounds to 42 and 10 offensive rebounds. The Nuggets lost the block battle 4-2 for the Warriors. They won the steals battle 10-4 for the Nuggets. 19 personal fouls to the Warriors, 23, and no technical fouls tonight. So, once again, the Denver Nuggets took care of business. They got the job done. Nikola Jokic with a crazy stat line, a bonkers stat line of 22, 16 assists and 14 rebounds, plus 26. Murray, 33 points, 8 assists and 5 rebounds, plus 14. Porter, 17, 1 and 1, plus 22. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So, that is the game recap. So now we need to get to the Bones Highland trade rumors. So this is where we are right now. We're in a situation where Bones Highland did not get any minutes tonight. He has not played a lot the last couple of games. That was intentional. The Nuggets are clearly shopping him. And Bones Highland looks like he wants to get more minutes. He looks like he wants more opportunity. But right now where we are, by the way, shout out to Gordon Glasner with the super chat. Gordon says, when you have 6 players that can go off for 20 points, you're going to be crushing teams under offense. So Jokic, Murray, Porter, 20-point players. Aaron Gordon, 4 20-point players. So then right now, Bones Highland, KTP, Bruce Brown, one of those 3 players you would say is one of the other ones? Definitely. I can definitely see that. Shout out to the super chat, Gordon Glasner. I appreciate that. But here's the thing. Bones needs more opportunity for his own development. He's in his second year. He's taking a while to develop, which is completely fine for a player of his age and skill set. Guards, point guards especially, take years to learn to play that position unless you're Chris Paul or even Darius Garland had to develop. But where we are right now, Bones Highland is on the trade block. I have been advocating for, again, my word means nothing. These are the players that I would target. Jalen Williams, there's two. Jalen McDaniels from Charlotte, 6'7" defender, should be pretty gettable. He's a good switchable defender that you can put in rotation, give good minutes to. Jaden McDaniels, I don't know if you had a draft capital for that, but Jaden would be obviously the ideal get. But again, they're like the 5th or 6th seed right now. I doubt they would give him up. Ideal player. The player that I've been looking at heavy, there's two players that I have talked about a lot online. Alex Caruso, who has basically $9 million he's making, I believe. And the Bulls are kind of floundering right now. And they kind of need to blow it up, it looks like. Zach LaVine apparently is on the trade block. Alex Caruso is a 6'5" dog of a defender. He's what Christian Brown hopefully will be by the time he's older. Alex Caruso is one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA, one of the best wing defenders in the NBA, one of the best cutters and slashers in the NBA. I would love Alex Caruso on this roster as another rotation guard. And the next one is again, an old friend, Jared Vanderbilt. I love Jared Vanderbilt. I think Jared Vanderbilt is incredible. I think the way he plays the game is incredible. He's a tremendous offensive rebounder, good rim protector, and he's one of the big that can switch in space. Bigs that can switch in space. So, and then another one I love is Kenrich Williams. I highly doubt they would ever make that trade for Kenrich Williams out of the Thunder. But another one of those great players you're looking for. So again, Jalen McDaniels, Jaden McDaniels, Alex Caruso, Jared Vanderbilt, Kendrick Williams, Caleb Martin, another player of that kind of archetype. Those are the players that I would be targeting if I was Denver, if I have to give up Bones Highland. Because what I want to do is to be able to create advantageous opportunities for my defense. Because as you saw, when you get into a playoff series with the Warriors, maybe not Memphis, but definitely the Warriors, the Suns, you want as many defenders as you can have to surround Jokic with. As many as you possibly can. And so when you get in a situation where you're able to fortify Jokic and Murray and Porter with elite level defenders, it makes them dang near unbeatable. Because if the Nuggets are having an average offensive night, which is their average offensive night is the greatest of all time, by the way. If they're having an average offensive night, they're going to be the best offense in basketball and the best offense in playoff with shutdown defenders. So, again, in a playoff rotation and in a playoff series, Aaron Gordon, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Bruce Brown, Christian Brown, Zeke Naji, you have 5+ defenders. And if you want to throw Vlaco in there as an additional player who can defend, fine. But you have 5 for sure defenders. So if you can add another player to that rotation, maybe you want to trust Ish Smith to be the third point guard behind Bruce Brown, because this is my idea. If Bones Highland does get moved and they don't get back another point guard, Bruce Brown can be the backup point, de facto backup point. Christian Brown, backup 2. Whatever player you end up getting in the trade for Bones Highland, Vlaco Chanchar, Zeke Naji, play those 5, lock up. Lock up. Because the whole point of that is, my strategy about Michael Malone would be, you know what? We in our bench, Bruce Brown, Christian Brown, whoever the traded player is, Vlaco Chanchar, and Zeke Naji. We might not score a lot. We're going to get good offense because we got good process, and Jamal Murray's in the game, maybe in that rotation. We might not score a lot, but you ain't finna score at all. That would be my entire identity as a defensive unit. Because if you can get in the game and Jokic got you a 3 or 6 in a playoff series in the first quarter, and then you get or +2 in the first quarter, even, and you get Jokic back in the game in the second quarter with an even score or a slight lead, or even if you can put points on because you're in transition because that team can run, you are cooking with grease. And you're able to put teams away, hopefully 10 or 12 points at half. And then if you can do the same thing when Jokic leaves the game at the end of the third quarter and through the early stint of the fourth quarter. So you bring Jamal Murray in that fourth quarter, Jokic comes in at 8:50 in a playoff rotation, Jamal goes out, and then Jokic has a 3.5 minute sample size before Jamal comes back in at about 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. You're cooking with grease. So I think that those are the players that I would target. Jared Vanderbilt, Jaden McDaniels, Alice Caruso, and again, Kenrich Williams or a Caleb Martin level player. You want as many defenders around Jokic as possible. So you all, this was an incredible game. The Denver Nuggets are now 35 and 15 on the season. I don't think many people expected them to do. So the fact of the matter is that the Nuggets are putting together a string of performances that show you that they might not just be the best team in the West, but they're the best team in the NBA. Now that is an accomplishment, y'all. Y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We are on the way to 10,000 subscribers. Y'all know what time it is. I will see y'all soon, and we are out.